Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Intruding on Chad and Stephanie's affectionate breakfast, Alex asks Stephanie to the gathering with Yuri alone. Victor is the reason he doesn't want to do it or anything else these days. The last time he saw his late uncle was the point at which he lost the chief employment to Maggie. Alex was negligible and malevolent, and he's attempting to track down a lifestyle choice with that. Chad is deeply perplexed and wonders if he should dwell on his guilt. Chad's making an effort not to be obtuse, however he comprehends what it resembles to need to separate yourself from the world while lamenting. Be that as it may, Alex needs to figure out how to travel through it. Chad suggests honoring Victor's memory by burying the hatchet with Maggie. Alex agrees with him and thanks him. Stephanie gives Chad a kiss when he leaves because that's exactly what Alex needed, a friend. Chad bristles. He quips that it's too soon for that. Kristen calls Elliot Roth, the von Luschener attorney, from the mansion. He wants to know if Dimitri is back so he can make his marriage look good. He's not yet. However, Kristen reminds him they need to stay quiet about the legacy from specific inquisitive eyes. After enthusiastically kissing in their room, Gabi and Stefan affirm they need to zero in on figuring out what's happening in their home, beginning with Elliot Roth. Stefan says with a grin that she would make a great detective. Gabi says that once they find out what Kristen and the others are up to, they won't leave their room for a month. That works for Stefan, who goes in for another kiss. Ground floor, Dimitri and Gwen walk around the lounge room affectionately intertwined. Kristen inquires as to why they are returning early after learning that Leo showed up on their honeymoon. Gwen thinks Kristen knows precisely why they are back. Dimitri enters in a nervous state to inform Kristen and him that they must plan ahead for the DiMera board meeting because their shares have created a power block. Kristen makes fun of Dimitri's use of Madonna as a cover for Leo's presence during his honeymoon after Gwen goes to unpack. She muses as really something genuine among him and Leo. Dimitri lies that Leo just appeared, demanding he's leading him on until he gets his bonus. He is corrected by Kristen. When we get our windfall, Dimitri must also be able to persuade Mr. Roth that his marriage is legitimate for that to occur. How is he going to conceal his bride from Roth, who wants to meet him and Gwen? Leo rants in the square about going back to the Selim Inn on his own, while Gwen is in a mansion with his boyfriend. He in a real sense runs into Sunny. Leo's expression softens as he offers Victor his condolences. Sunny, unmoved, lacks the energy to deal with his behavior. Leo pronounces he cried when he heard the news due to how miserable he was for Sunny. Is that why you connected? Sunny spits back. Leo apologizes, yet realizes that Sunny's profoundly angry with him since he assisted Xander with concealing what he did to Bonnie. Sunny takes umbrage at him for that, suggesting that Leo is narcissistic. Leo demands he has feelings like every other person. Truth be told, he's gone totally gaga over a rich, flawless man. Sunny doesn't get it, so Leo shows him an image of a conditioned middle. Unconvinced, Sunny asks why he's even actually remaining there. Since we're companions, Leo says, ideally. Alarmed, Sunny reminds Leo he deceived him and their companionship by damaging his dad and stepmother. There is a cost to that. Stefan convinces Rachel to continue their 20-question game with Gabi when she visits him in his room. In any case, they need to keep it calm. He inspires her to affirm that Kristen's mystery is about Dimitri, who is having sleepovers with somebody who isn't Gwen. At the point when Rachel says he has 9 inquiries left, Kristen shows up. Stefan makes sense of to a watchful Kristen they were playing a very fun game. At the point when Gabi comes to Elliot Roth's Salem hotel room, he obliges her supposition that he's the head administrator of Rachel's new school. She, on the other hand, confuses him and forces him to reveal the truth about Dimitri's inheritance. Getting back to a restless Dimitri in the parlor, Gwen guarantees her significant other they can figure out anything that's off base. Dimitri begins to admit, however, an instant message from Leo hinders him. In it, Leo urges Dimitri to counterfeit it till he makes it. Dimitri regains his composure and lies to Gwen about Kristen's agreement with a different shareholder. He says he will run an errand to get his head in order. She inactive forcefully fastens his face and tells him to do you since he has this. She says in a snap that she can't wait to hear how he solves the problem. When the brothers meet in the Kyriakis living room, Alex and Sunny give each other hugs. They peruse Victor's photos in a photo album they find. Photographs blaze of John Aniston with his co-stars as the years progressed. Gabi rushes home to inform Stefan of the situation. Stefan finds Kristen is getting a cut of Dimitri's legacy, which drives Gabi to expect Kristen realizes who he's having sleepovers with. We should simply sort out her name, Gabi says, and afterward, we're steering the ship. When Dimitri enters Leo's room, he emphasizes that everything will end if he does not quickly resolve the lawyer issue. He paces while conceding he nearly came clean with Gwen. Leo is aware that she would be extremely resentful if he discovered that they were both lying to her. Taking motivation from Leo's phony it till you make it text, Dimitri proposes they track down somebody to act like Gwen. He requires a trustworthy individual, Leo pants, and me. At the manor, an exasperated Gwen inadvertently breaks her drinking glass. As Kristen enters, she rants. At the point when Kristen insightfully takes note of she's bombshell, Gwen indignantly asks is there any valid reason why she wouldn't be vexed. Kristen believes Dimitri disclosed everything to her. What are you referring to? Gwen distinctly inquires. Days of Our Lives has had a wild several years. Back in 2022, the show bounced from its home of almost 60 years, moving from NBC to spilling on Peacock. For the first time in years, they launched the story that would bring Beau and Hope back together on mainstream Days of Our Lives in 2023. To be honest, we're still kind of waiting to finish the story. We realize that 2025 will be the show's 60th commemoration, which is insured to large. Yet what might be said about 2024? The folks at Days of Our Lives would want to keep building momentum as we move into the milestone celebration, so we can't imagine it passing without some significant news. Furthermore, we now have a pretty good idea of when that information might be released, the current year's Day of Days festivity. We are beyond thrilled to learn that the annual fan event will take place on October 21 at Peacock Place at LA Live in Los Angeles, as the show recently announced. For a certain something, Days of Our Lives knows how to do like no other show, its prize fans. In contrast to the majority of fan events, this one is completely free to attend, as it is every year. Signature signings, question and answer sessions, meet and welcomes. The people at the show ensure anybody who needs to get to meet the cast can. You can bet that a significant portion of the cast will be present, even though the official breakdown of who will be there has not yet been made public. Last year, the show dropped the huge declaration that Beau and Trust would be returning in 2023. We know, it didn't turn out very like we trusted. However, it actually gave us their return and set up for their inevitable genuine, enduring get-together. So the central issue is, what can we anticipate from the Day of Days this year? A Sami return for a significant storyline that could toss EJ and Nicole into unrest. Once more a completely new origin story, once more, for John, interfacing him to one of the show's significant families. When will the strikes end for good? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.